Good morning. Like clockwork, I wake up every morning at this time now. It's almost 7:30. I'm in this hazy state still, and I've been dreaming of healing people. I've been having almost reoccurring dreams where my soul is bouncing around healing people. In this particular dream, I'm making people aware of select circumstances and where they allowed parts of themselves to basically die and deteriorate and not exist anymore. In this particular dream, there was also children that belonged to the people. Race and ethnicity not mattering. Painful for me to have to be the messenger. I slept like a baby. I needed it. Man, I wish I could remember more exact details to share with you as far as the dream is concerned. And one of them, I was in a cafeteria. It's where everybody comes together, but I had a meeting with like a small group of people. Pretty sure some were military professionals. In the dream from yesterday, or day before yesterday, I'm losing track at this point. I'm having these same dreams again, where I'm traveling around to different people. And yeah, I'm doing healing work, but it's all people that I don't know. And when I was younger, I remember having a lot of dreams like that. I always found that interesting. Now back to the real physical world, though. I'm in this state of catharsis, or purging. I'm releasing and burning away everything that is no longer me. I've been contemplating selling my mermaid tail. I'm not certain if that's really what I wish to do anymore. I realize Mertailor is no longer making tails like this anymore. So that can go both ways. Either hold on to it because it's art, and as long as I'm in Florida, there's a chance for me to be in the water with it. There's another part of me that says, let it go. Move on. I'm slightly struggling with what would I like to do? How will I continue to generate income? I would enjoy to exclusively produce content like this, and perhaps to be donation based, because YouTube pays like a penny per view, and even then not even. I imagine it's better than nothing. At the same time, I'm seeking consistency. However, I also enjoy my freedom. So I'm attempting to regenerate and rebuild. Some things are hard to let go of. And sometimes I don't even know, like, why. But I am exercising non-attachment. And storing my presence in heaven. There's been like a lot of stress, anxiety, and depression as I face alternate ways of thinking about my current life situation. There's many things I would call states of framing. Like, we could frame my life in a way that's like, oh, she lived a good life. She was in movies, on television, and in newspapers. I'm starting to question the significance of being an entertainer. Especially if no one wants to pay for the entertainment. How am I supposed to eat? Am I just another clown for you to laugh at? I also reach a question that I like to leave for you. And the question would be, what is my purpose in your life? What have I done for you? What brings you back to my videos? What makes you listen? What do I serve? What is my purpose in your life? What is my purpose? What do I give? What is my contribution? And what is my worth? Is there no monetary value in what I provide? Am I not capable of providing that and being able to feed myself and my cat by being myself? How did Joe Rogan begin? And now does he just have sponsors? I have a lot of energy. A lot. But it must be channeled appropriately. And lately I have just been exhausting myself. Mentally, emotionally, physically. And it's been really difficult for me to relax. Attempting to keep my emotional and mental states under wraps. And in a space of harmony and pure joy. When I close my eyes and I focus on my emotions, I feel congested. There's been so much suppression. As I age and approach 30, I start questioning my identity and what I have done with my life. And when I reflect backwards, I can either narrate in a way that makes me feel good or a way that makes me feel bad. A lot of things that I've done just came to me very automatically and mindlessly. And I have just attempted to always stay authentic and stay true to myself. But there's also been times where I have done things that are so clearly outside of my character that even I was like, who and what is that, Trina? I'm in this state of grace. And I can't lie, there are times where I fantasize of a masculine being who holds me. And where there's no need to get up and to run here or there or eat this or do that. But where I can just have permission to just lay there and rest. Fantasy is for 3 hours. Minimum. Without sleeping. Just simply enjoying one another's presence. But you know, perhaps I have this fantasy and then I get there and I'm like, I don't like this. But perhaps that's why it's a fantasy that I can find someone that I can rest with. I have all of this creativity and all of this imagination. And I get angry and disappointed when I can't express and release and behave in ways that I desire to. I certainly don't appreciate a materialistic society. But I can respect and earn a living. I'm just struggling to figure out how I wish to be received at this time. I've imagined selling things online, but every time I go to make an online store, there's always drama. Much drama. Like Etsy is definitely not the most simplest place to list and set things up. Neither is eBay. But I am definitely going to be experimenting with eBay. I'm thinking I'll attempt to list some of my art. And yeah, throwing like a $300 tag on it and maybe include shipping on it. Or maybe not. I don't really know. I kind of struggle with these whole boundaries of who is Trina, how can she make a living, and how can she stay true to herself. I'm kind of battling with that whole what do I want to be when I grow up part. School calls me, but I can't help but wonder, what kind of future am I entering? Is this really the wisest move? So it's made me hungry to want like a team, an army of friends and people who truly love me, who can help encourage me and give me proper guidance as to what the next wise step is. Because I just feel all kinds of insecure and uncertain in certain areas. And in other places I have more confidence, and in other places my ego is large and just will fight you. But I feel like those are areas where I need the most help and the most growth and the most development. I feel like there's a huge part where my ego has also died, and I'm struggling with pride. Like there's a part of me who wants to have pride and integrity, and there's another part of me that enjoys not having any pride, enjoys being humble. Sometimes I want more confidence. Sometimes I feel like I'm overly confident. I'm just trying to find this balance to myself. And I'm still battling health issues. And it's difficult mentally, emotionally, and physically to keep going. Especially when there's like this pressure, like, oh, I need to work, I need to make money, I need to pay the bills. Oh no. I'm spending more than I'm making. Oh no. The credit card. Oh no. What are you doing with your life, Trina? Sometimes I just want someone to just rescue me. And other times I'm just like, can someone just guide me? Like, how can I stop this? How do I clean up the mess that I have made? I'm looking for answers and conclusions that I haven't come to on my own. And I feel like I've been so wrapped up in my emotions that maybe I'm just missing right on the tip of my nose what I am to be doing. Maybe I need to open up an online store that offers my readings. I don't know. I have a couple of things I've been putting off. I suppose it would be appropriate for me to get my diary and make a list of these things and actually accomplish them. And for me to structure out my schedule more appropriately. And exercising with gratitude. Meaning, practice saying thanks for what I have. And yeah, improving my services. And making things pleasant. I overshare a lot, and there's like a lot of people who are absorbing me. But how many people are actually going to leave comments on this video and actually let me know, like, hey, Trina, you actually did this for me. This is what your purpose is. Why don't you figure out how to do this for more people? Or am I supposed to just become like some type of minister? I mean, I don't want to have to like manipulate people and have to convince people to pay me. I mean, that should just be a no-brainer that I need to eat and that I need income. But the way that I have chosen to make income is not normal. which sometimes I find joy in. It's been a process. But I'm also like attempting to re-find myself and refine myself. These near-death experiences will definitely cause you to think differently about your whole life and your experiences. I'm in need of great courage and faith. And most of all, I'm going to need that positive energy so that I can invest in the now. I suppose for a paycheck. And I'm not really interested in playing games or doing anything that I've already been doing. There's a lot of people who are into some of the content that I've created in the past. For example, Findom. But there's more people that are into just the fantasy part and they don't follow through. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get like a lot of people who will message me saying that they want to contribute to my life and they want to be an agent to my happiness and they want to help out and they ask me, where can I send, you know? And then basically they just jerk my chain, you know what I mean? And then for me, that's called being topped from the bottom. Like where they use something that they know that you would enjoy against you. So that's why for me, non-attachment is so important. And I would love to provide teachings and private lessons with people. And I'm extremely negotiable. But I need to create some clear boundaries for myself. Like maybe, like set rules. Like I need to do $700 readings a month. You know, and I need to do this to cover these bills. And then I need to do this for this. All that. Sometimes I just wish I was a kid again and there could be like a guardian that just like make sure that I do every step the right way. Because sometimes I really start to question my own behavior and my thought processes and what fuels me. What gives me that ego itch that allows me to take a step forward. So allow me to stop narrating some of my morning thoughts and allow me to get out of bed and sit in meditation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for those, if any, who leave commentary on answering the questions that I have asked. They are not rhetorical questions. I sincerely would like to know, what is my purpose in your life? What have I done for you? What would be best for me to be doing more of? Are you going to commission underwater videos? $100 per minute? Or do you seem to find a more simple value in me? Like, am I a teacher? Am I actually a teacher? Who, when, what, where, why, how? Answer honestly the judgments. Some of you may have just found me useful for using me for your fantasies. And there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just used in that way, and I had expressed myself in these ways in my youth. And now that's kind of like Trina's contribution to society. the sexual abuse leads to hypersexuality. And there's no going backwards after you express yourself in such a way, especially the way that artificial intelligence is made at this time. I'm also filled with an excessive sense of hope that there is a space to receive the masculine energy I have craved since I was a little girl. My own personal husband. And I can't lie, there's a desire for me to be his baby girl. I'm just tired of having to work and think and function so hard. And to have like so much responsibility of others. I mean, a lot of people put a lot of responsibility for themselves in my hands. And then, yeah, if I ask for money, I'm greedy. But yet, there are many who want my time and my energy. I'm struggling with boundaries. Perhaps it would be wise for me to speak with Uncle Frank this morning. I think that would do me really well. But please let me go to the bathroom and do my morning thing. Do some yoga, spend some time with my kitty, meditate multiple times today. Also make the baby steps necessary to develop the future that I dream of and to create an environment that brings me joy. And again, exercising gratitude. Most important. Saying prayers and creating a space. So, here we go. Again on my own again. Jabagwan. Namaste. I love you. Take care of you. No one else is going to.